Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. This is your first time on my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you're returning, welcome back. Just lighten up the stage to clear our space here, our reading space. I've already cleared and chosen with intention for you from the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck, 2 cards in each of these piles, so you can take a look at those. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel. It's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the messages that are coming through for you. You can always find out all about me and my services anytime you'd like on thespiritexperience.com. So today we are taking a look at what negative cycles that you need to break, and we're going to get some information about that for you. Now, I'm just going to pull the prayer cards with you together. So we're going to place a prayer card in each of these so that you can have a better idea of which pile is calling to you to give you the messages that you need about the cycles. Thank you. There's the first one that you may need to look at breaking. Quick reminder for you, this is a collective reading, not an individual reading. So just be aware, and thank you, this is the second. Be aware and pay attention during your reading to what is resonating with you personally, and take that nugget, take what you need from the reading. Okay, and we're just looking for one more prayer card here. Continue, okay. It's this, thank you. It's this one, here we go, number 3. All right, so just as I said, take a look at these piles. Which pile is calling to you to let you know what it is that you need to know about shifting, breaking, any negative cycles or patterns that you may have going on in your life at this moment. We've all got patterns that are maybe not so great that we need to shift and take a look at and be aware of. So again, take a look, and then when you're ready and you've chosen your pile, you can head down to the description and jump right ahead to your reading in the timestamps. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you are listening to this, you chose the first pile all the way to the left with this beautiful prayer card. So I'm just going to set that aside up here for you, and we will come back to it to check out what kind of prayer you have for breaking these cycles. And let's see what we've got underneath these crystal cards to give us an idea of what kind of cycles you've got going on right now. First up, the Black Kyanite. Set strong boundaries. Okay. Group 1, looks like you're going to be taking a look at how you can set better, healthy boundaries and how we can do that. They're asking me to put a charm on it right away. So let's see what kind of information we can get, clarification from the charm. The crab coming through for you. So this may be that there's a different way to actually be able to set these boundaries than you may have uncovered yet. A solution. Also, crabs do have a hard shell and claws, so they do protect themselves quite well. And they're wanting you to understand that you can do that too from a place of love. Yeah. Also, they're saying, like a crab is a water animal. Water often has to do with our emotions, our heart center. And so it looks like you're going to be looking at how to shift or break a negative cycle that you have around creating healthy boundaries for yourself. Detachment, thank you. And they just said, giving yourself the space that you need. Very interesting. All right, and let's see what's under this second one for you. Citrine, bring in the light. Love that. Love that card. They're talking about actually the opposite of this, which would be, you know, darkness and sort of getting possibly stuck, thank you, in the darkness. And they want you to be able to look at shifting cycles, or how they're saying is, you know, create tools and means. So to have something in your back pocket, as they often like to say, Spirit likes to say, have something in your back pocket ready so that if you do find yourself diving into the darkness and maybe staying there for too long, that you have a way to bring in the light that you've actually practiced or you have on hand. Of course, we're going to get more information. Let's see what kind of charm is going along with this for you. Ooh, look at that there. The magic wand. So this is, yes, it's like magic miracles connected to the light. What a lovely charm to have on this. So you have help, they just said. You'll have help bringing in the light here. The magic wand often connects to miracles or wishes and hopes that you may have that you might need to bring into the light. Okay, so just staying in, you know, a darkness place or in a negative mindset about that. They want you to move into the light. And I'm just going to get some more information on each of these here before we get to the main spread for you. So I'm pulling on this setting strong boundaries energy that's coming up for you. And take the bottom here. 8 of Voices in the reversed position here for you. So it looks like you may have been placed in a victim position, okay? And this may be sort of outside of yourself or by someone else. And it's going to be very important for you to start to recognize that you're not a victim of it and that you do have power and you can actually make these choices for yourself. You decide where your boundaries are. They want another one. Okay. Thank you. They want to continue here. Yeah, it's like not being able to see yourself as you are, as the beautiful divine being of light that you are. And this may be connected to kind of diving in the darkness, but I mean, it's so wonderful that you have magic there. And again, there may be other ways to set those boundaries than your mind has already given you, because you may be stuck here in this victim mindset where you feel like everything is happening to you and there's no way that you can get out. Thank you. Look at that though. There certainly is. More stars, 6 of Wands. You're meant to set these boundaries, thank you, so that you can be seen. So that you can shine. These are extremely connected, they said. They go hand in hand, which is not a surprise that they're both showing up in your reading, group 1. So, you know, you've got to be able to set the boundaries in order for you to actually shine your light, to be recognized, to be seen, to step into whatever energy that you are being called to from a place of divine light, divine inspiration. You're going to find that if you allow yourself to set the boundaries and then bring in the light with a little help, looks like, from spirit there. All right, let's see what we've got coming up around the citrine energy for you and that cycle that's been going on, diving into the darkness a bit. And then, you know, spirit's like, come, remember the light, please. We're going to help. They may be sprinkling kind of some magic. When you get that, it's like fairy godmother energies, like something comes in to show you, oh, light is still available here. With that magic wand charm. Okay, a little more information for us. The Emperor here showing up for you in the reverse position to couple that. Citrine is like not believing in, well, your power, yourself, but deeper than that, they're saying what your mind is actually capable of. The Emperor is the father energy, structure, being able to, show up on the physical plane and use your mind to create things and bring them into form and action them. And so I think you're getting caught up in your mind, group one, which is, again, not weird, right? We all have a mind, and it's serving its purpose by bugging us and telling us things that just are not true. And sometimes those narratives are not nice at all, or they're lower vibrating enough to continue to bring you into the darkness. And that's why you're going to have some help here, bringing in the light, so that you can kind of use your mind. Yes, thank you. Use your mind to help you out here on the physical plane. Four of Emotions, they're asking for another. Four of Emotions is the Four of Cups, is like disillusionment a bit. Feeling stuck or stagnant, and not sort of being able to notice what it is that you've got. She's in the fourth cup here, if you can see that, right? She doesn't realize. She's kind of disillusioned with the way things are going, stuck in it. They just said your heart may be blocked, but not for long. Thank you. That's nice. Also, they're talking about your emotional center, because of course this is the Four of Cups, so it's dealing with your emotions. So you may have like lost your passion for something. That's why I'm picking up that disillusionment energy. I mean, if you've been in the darkness and your mind has been telling you things that are just making you feel low, or they just said the word apathetic, then yeah, it can feel like, oh God, I can't even. I don't even want to. I can't even. I'm just going to stay here. Because sometimes the darkness does feel comforting, right? But it's meant to lead you to the light. And so that's the cycle that needs to be shifted. And sometimes we got to show up for ourselves there and find a way to action something, even if it is a small thing. There we go. The Justice card. So this is connected to a bigger lesson for you. A bigger lesson for you, for sure. Something that's going to... They just said, come into your consciousness so that you can understand it in a way that feels very balanced or clear, which is nice. I mean, they're trying to bring in the light so that you can understand this better. This is really connected to a life lesson for you, group one. So you possibly may have been struggling with this for a while, right? Getting into the darkness and kind of not knowing how to get yourself out. Or making time for yourself in order to be able to really do that, to step into that. And so just knowing that it really is connected to a larger life lesson can be helpful sometimes, because you don't have to continue to like beat yourself up about the cycle that you're in. That's not going to help you move it, shift it, break it. And so sometimes just giving us that nod that like, okay, we've been experiencing this, you've been going through this, like roller coaster or diving into the darkness for maybe a little too long. And it is connected to something that you're trying to learn that is part of your bigger reason for coming here. We all have these bigger life lessons that kind of continue to move through, circle back, cycle back, and until we really understand them. So it looks like you're going to get some help. You may get some nuggets coming in, shifting this cycle if you step into it, because they're trying to help you to understand the lesson that is attached to this. It also feels like a bigger balance. that is happening. All right, let's see what we've got for more information here. One, the Two of Acorns here showing up for you. Insight and focus. This is, being able to make decisions also. Wondering which way to go, where should I focus my attention? Where should I place my focus? Asking, thank you for insight on that. It's like you keep asking. You're continuing to ask and ask. And you almost feel disillusioned a bit. Again, with that Four of Emotions card here, is like feeling like I'm not sure where to focus my attention. Ten of Shells showing up reversed. Possibly a sense of, it's like, it's not okay. That's what they just said. The feeling of like, things are not okay. Nothing's coming in for me. No insight is coming in for me. I'm not sure what it is that I'm supposed to do here, or I don't have I'm not inspired. Seven of Crystals. You feel like you're out of options. The darkness will do that to you too. So please give yourself some honor, grace, etc., especially if you're in the midst of another big lesson coming up for you. You will be able, there you go, to start a different type of manifestation coming in, possibly connected to your work here or earning money. But you've got to be able to set these strong boundaries, as this is showing up in this column here. They're saying not to worry too much about this, which is contemplation. Which path should I take? Which focus should I have? Where am I supposed to focus my attention? But setting the boundaries, starting to look at where it is that you feel like you may be being, impeded upon, where your energy is being impeded upon. Even if you have, been willingly sort of agreeing to it, taking an honest look at where you have been letting things in that maybe aren't your concern, that you don't need to attach yourself to, okay? That you can kind of just go, you know what? I'm going to set this clear boundary here for me, because not everybody's stuff needs to be my stuff, and I don't have to, I don't have to save the world, which I love. You're naturally going to be able to be seen, and people are going to appreciate you when you set those boundaries. They said they'll appreciate you more, is actually what they just said, okay? A very interesting dive, because I feel like you're very giving. Look at this. You get results, right? It's not that you're not willing to kind of show up for people, and you actually go out and are able to do the things to like manifest, get the results that you need. You show up. However, there's something underlying here with the boundaries. It's like an honoring of yourself, these kind of boundaries that need to be set, which then, like I said, it allows you to show up in a different way where people will actually appreciate you more. It's not that they don't appreciate your help now, but it just will be coming from a different place. You've got the Star here. So again, you may have felt hopeless or not having hope, or like, when is it gonna happen for me? I feel no magic, all right? I'm in the darkness. I feel no light here. What are my options? I feel like I'm out of options. It's like you do have it available to you, and that's why they're going to be providing some magic there. They're looking to provide you with some magic. They need you to understand that peace and healing is available for you. You actually do have options, but you might be going through a dark kind of energy or time, which it's hard to sometimes see the options. That's why lost in contemplation about what it is that you're meant to do. Feeling like, when is it going to come? When is it going to show up? When's my thing going to come here? When's like my miracle going to come? 3 of Acorns. I believe the boundaries are going to allow you to see things way differently and then set you on a different kind of path. It's almost like you're walking, you've got all these doors open. And so, you know, open doors are wonderful, and divine opportunities, of course, amazing. Absolutely. It's just sometimes when all of the doors feel open, it feels like you don't know which way to go, what to do. So shutting some of those doors is going to be actually helpful for you. Shut the ones that intuitively need to be shut, especially for you right now. Because even if you feel like you have all these opportunities, or there's so many different choices, or you're not sure which way to go or what to do there, you're meant to embark upon something new here. See that? With insight and focus. But it feels like there's just too many options. And so you've got to be able to tap in somehow to your intuition. Maybe they'll be giving you insights here, like the insights will come on the back of the divine light, etc. Yes. Please be open to the light. Please be open to the light. Even if, like I said, you're residing in darkness, and you feel like you're kind of stuck there, even just a small channel that's open to the divine light may allow this sort of granting of magic to come in where you can see it. Be careful of what you're saying to yourself in your mind about the divine light and about magic and help, because it is clearly coming and showing up for you. And setting the boundaries are going to help you get around something, to understand better, to be able to step into a different kind of exploration of yourself. Or the way they're showing it is there's all these open doors, and so you're there and you're like overwhelmed almost about like, what am I supposed to do? Which one am I supposed to go through? I'm not sure. I don't know. And what they're saying is like, take a look and be able to go, it's not this one for me right now. It doesn't mean it's not that door for you forever, but for right now, that door doesn't work for me. Picture numbers on the doors or colors on the doors, if you can do a visualization exercise like that, because that may help you understand, oof, I'm not feeling the, blue, or I'm not feeling number 2 or whatever it is, so that you can visually shut those doors and understand and create boundaries, and then create like a focused insight moving forward. It's like, it just feels like there's too many options going on. Ooh. And that one just popped right out. Okay, and this is a look back here. Oh, if I can grab it, there we go. This is a look back, the 6 of Shells. Looking back on your life with enjoyment, can be nostalgia, or just like a gratitude for how far you've come or where you've come from. If you've been trying to learn this lesson for a while, Group 1, I feel for you. They want you to look back and use your mind to pick out the positive pieces, because there may be some divine nuggets or puzzle pieces from your past that actually may help you step into a more joyful energy. Understand that like there are results and nuggets here. In the reflection, there are results. In the reflection, thank you. You'll understand where these need to be set better. So it's like, what have you been choosing on the back of this? When you're feeling the dark, like what have you been attracting in and experiencing? Because there's some kind of information there for you that's going to help you better understand where these need to be set to break that cycle, even if you're not conscious of it yet. This is your awareness point. There's a different way to do it. And if it's connected at all to not seeing the reality of the situation or yourself, not seeing the light in yourself, right? Like victimizing yourself, or just feeling either bad about yourself, low about yourself, beating yourself up, self-deprecating things. They're wanting you to make a choice, to set some boundaries so that you can come and be seen as you are. I mean, you're already divine light. You're just getting a little stuck there, that's all. Yeah. And lastly, here we've got the Page of Feathers in the reverse position. Again, this is all, it's affecting your spirit, but it's mind related, connected to what kind of options you have on the physical plane. It's like you may have just closed down to exploring anymore, wanting to learn anything else. You don't feel like it. You're not into it. And if that is you, they need you to understand that peace and healing is available. The light is available to you, and you have help. Help is present. It's on the way. It's coming if it's not here yet. And they want you to start noticing that for yourself. Yes. Just going to look here. Thank you. Even if you've been trying really hard to know what to do, okay? And you've been getting results, but they're not the results that you want. So you're like, oh my God, I can't even deal. I can't explore this anymore. I don't want, it's like disillusionment again. It's like, keep your hope alive. They're telling you there with that star card, hope is available. I mean, you've got the star here, you've got the star here, you've got the star here, right? Clearly, hope is apparent and available, and help is there. You're going to have to, thank you. There's going to be a back and forth going on with your spirit team where they're going to be providing possibly little nuggets or sprinklings to help you understand how to move around things, how to understand, thank you, the lesson a bit more, and where you're meant to go as a result. They may help you shut the doors that need to be shut to keep the ones that need to be opened. Also, they're showing me the word simple. So it's not complicated. That's basically what they mean by that. It's not going to be this big complicated thing. If you've been, like I said, trying and stuck in your head and going like, what am I supposed to do here? Because I feel like I'm out of options. I'm having a hard time seeing which way to go. They're wanting you to like clear the clutter because it's a simple thing that's going to allow you to, yes, and also thank you. Small miracles, small nuggets are just as important as the big epiphanies and the big, flashes and lightning bolts, etc. that spirit provides to us. You've also got a mothering guide, I can feel, showing up for you. It's a comforting type of energy. It makes me feel like it's going to be all right, that you're going to understand, thank you. And she's sort of like loving you through that. So feel free to speak with her if you ever feel like you're alone kind of, or in the darkness and you don't know which way to go and you're in the midst of that cycle again. Feel free to call upon her. She's a mother, so she feels very, like I said, warm, comforting, like peaceful. So the peace is available to you. She's really connected to the star energy that you just have going on here. Group 1, I want you to understand that you do have a wonderful path ahead of you. You are going to be seen and appreciated, and you can shift these cycles. Of course you can. So make sure that you're in a back and forth conversation with your spirit team as often as you can be. Ask for the insights, and when even the smallest of sparks of light show up, notice them. Again, they just said it again. This is not going to be complicated. It's going to be simple to help you yes, understand better why it is you've been feeling this way, or why it is that you've been looking at yourself in this way. And that's going to allow you to go like, oh, now I can go out and explore, right? Now I can go out and be my authentic self and attract what it is that I want into my life by residing in the light. Like, I don't need to stay in the darkness that long anymore. I don't need to do these things just because I feel like I'm supposed to do them, or out of, let's say, some obligation. Or because like it's definitely a train in your mind that's telling you that you need to do certain things. And I feel like it's under the radar for you, group one. So you may actually like people like I like to give, we all like to give, right? Because it feels good to give to others. However, giving all the time and not receiving, or not having some kind of boundaries where you kind of either give yourself the space or shut that phone off, or whatever it is that you need, even if you enjoy the outputting of energy, there also needs to be time specifically intended for you to receive. That's why you've got that comforting mother guide showing up. That's a reception energy, right? Divine feminine, intuition, connect with yourself, etc. It's like, to reconnect to the light. So every time you see a little sprinkling of spirit, make sure you notice it and ask about it if you can. And try your best to, they just said cling to it, but they don't mean that in like a weird way, right? They mean that in the highest expression. It's like there is hope available to you. You can, yes, allow those sprinklings to guide you and hold on to them, because it's probably going to give you more information and get you out of that mindset that's going like, oh my God, nothing is available for me. I'm not seeing anything show up. I'm very overwhelmed with whatever I'm supposed to be doing. And as I said, again, that it's going to be simple. Now let's take a look at the blessing that you chose to close out your reading. Look at that, a blessed time. The path is clear and all obstacles have vanished. Your time of waiting is over, so proceed with confidence. The challenges you have faced were essential. That's that lesson they were talking about. For there is a perfect time for everything. Now is your perfect time to be blessed by the universe. A blessed time for you. Group number one. Wow. Talk about a blessing. Amazing. A blessed time. The obstacles are going to be cleared for you. You're going to be able to get around them and know how to get around them. It's on the back of listening and understanding where it is that you need to take some time for you, and being very open to the blessings that the universe is going to provide for you, or that spirit and your team is going to be bringing in, even if they're in small little packages. So I hope that this serves you, group one. If you found this reading helpful, please feel free to give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if you know someone else who might find it helpful, share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified the next time that I post a pick a card reading. Hope is available for you, group number one. I hope you remember that. Magic is coming, and you're going to know exactly how to move through those obstacles, or they may be cleared altogether. Thank you so much, group number one. Hello, group two, and welcome to your reading. If you are listening to this, you chose the middle pile with this beautiful blessing card, which I'm just going to stick up here, and we will get back to it at the end of your reading. We're going to take a look here at which cycles you may need to look at shifting or breaking that may not be going so well for you. Let's start with the first card. Ooh, look at that. Angel Aura Quartz. Lighten up. All right, let's stick that over to the side here. Looks like you need some lightness, maybe not taking things so seriously. They want me to pull a charm on that right away to give us a little more info. Yes, control, they said. Ooh, and you've got the dove charm showing up for you. Peace, hope, and possibly, they just said, giving yourself and someone else a break there. So looking at maybe having a little more fun, aligning with hope, and giving yourselves the break you need, or others, being a little easier on others perhaps. Okay. Again, they're just showing me the word control with that card. So maybe shifting some of the cycles you have around how controlling or how tight you're holding on to things and trusting a bit more, but we will get more information. Let's see what this second card here is for you. You've got the Garnet card. Ignite your passion. Beautiful. So stepping into something that really serves your inspiration, your soul, doing something that you want to do just because you're passionate about it and you like doing it. And the charm that we're pulling along with this is, well, the flip-flop charm. This asks you, yes, to take some time to relax. You could be passionate about traveling somewhere that is warm, perhaps putting your feet up. Again, it feels like a bit of a break is needed. Like they want you to go ahead and allow yourself to relax or take a break and have some fun. You may find the line into your passion through that relaxation period or through taking that break that you need. So let's get a little more information on both of these cards that are coming up for you today. Woo! Popping right out, the Lover's card. All right, so this lighten up energy and control that they were talking about, we might have a cycle going on here where it has to do with a relationship. You may have been trying to micromanage, or what they're saying is path hop. And what they mean by that is trying to hop on somebody else's path and make decisions for them. And so you may need to take a step back there and just allow the flow, is how they're putting it. And that means that, someone understanding that someone else's path is their path. The Lover's card is a match and a pair kind of card. So this could be any kind of relationship, right? That you have in your life. It's very connected to another person though, this card here, and making a choice or having a bigger understanding that when you are walking with someone else, you're not walking on the same path together, right? You're each walking on your path side by side. And so when you try to control somebody or something else on someone else's path, that's what Spirit calls path hopping. And it doesn't do anyone any good. It actually can delay the other person from taking the actions they need or being able to flow around an obstacle in a way that really works for them, or perhaps learn a lesson, that they need to learn. So you may have been experiencing some kind of holding on. They're showing me the word enabling someone else. And it's nothing to beat yourself up about, but just to recognize that you're going to find the peace that you're seeking or looking for when you actually let go of some of that control, especially as it concerns relationship energy. So someone that you're paired up with. So this is definitely having to do, as I said, with trying to control the outcome of someone else's path or make someone else's decision. Or what they're saying is acting as if you know what's best for them. Again, we're all on our own path, and it's really important for each of us to be able to make our own decisions for our own paths. And there we go. A little more clarification there. The Knight of Voices. This is right. They're talking about the higher perspective that both you and the other person are really going to understand as a result of you releasing some of that control. And also, the way forward will actually be revealed much more easily, and it will allow someone else to be curious about what it is that they would like to do. It'll also allow you to come back to your path and start to think about the ways that you can move forward, or wonder, thank you, they're using the word wonder about what it is that you're meant to do right now. If you're so preoccupied worrying about what someone else is doing and what's good for them and what's right for them, you actually abandon your path. They're asking you to step into this, yes, higher communication is how they're putting it, as it concerns your own path forward. What moves do you need to make? What kind of insights are coming in to show you the way forward on your path? So it's really a refocusing of your own path in order to provide yourself peace. So you can give yourself a break. Like they said, give yourself a break from worrying, thank you, about what someone else is doing, and start focusing and asking Spirit about what you can do. You may find that you get inspired in a different way to move forward, or you feel like, yeah, they're showing me like something further along your path that you're actually able to see that you can actually move toward differently because you've stopped focusing all of your attention on what somebody else is doing or what's ahead on their path, or trying to help them avoid an obstacle on their path. I know that can be very difficult, group number 2, but it is necessary in order for you to be able to get the insights that you need. Your spirit team is really just calling you back to your path here. And they want you to be able to do it with a sense of lightness, fun, excitement, to be able to see a higher perspective and get some insights that might actually not only provide you with peace, but some fun. Okay, we got this strength card popping out for you, group 2 here, connected with this ignite your passion energy. Very fiery, they just said. So this all moves together here. They're also noting the moon coming in here. They're noting that for me. They're talking about how you're meant to show up in the world, but if you've been carrying a lot of heavy weight, you need a break in order to get back into this kind of alignment for yourself so that you can focus on your passion or spark it again, to see the sparks. It's like you've got to stop. Yes, thank you. You don't have to worry about being strong. You've got the strength to move forward and to take action on your passion. You don't have to actually, it's like, don't think too far ahead. Instead, give yourself the break you need so that you can reignite, thank you, your passion, group 2. So maybe you've been feeling a little blah as it concerns what it is you like to do, your creative abilities, or your relationship, thank you, or your relationship, like the passion sparking in your relationship. But they're saying here that you've got everything that you need, and it's going to be important for you to not only trust your own strength, but trust your intuition when you're asking about your passion. Allow the fire, thank you, to guide you forward. And in order to get to that fire, you have to take the break, right? It's a lot of break taking, giving yourself a pat on the back instead of piling more stuff onto you. You're obviously strong enough to be able to shoulder that kind of heavy, but that doesn't mean you need to. They're really saying, hey, kick back, relax, enjoy. And this will allow you the opportunity to open up the channel, group 2, to ignite that passion, or to at least see what is coming up there on that line for you. So trying to figure it out further is not going to help you. Thinking about it, in other words, is not going to help you. Thank you. They want you to ground yourself. So if you can get away or do something that makes you feel connected back into your life, your passion, your path, that grounds you into yourself without trying to think through what the future holds or think too far ahead, you're probably going to get the insights that you're looking for, that you feel like you want to action or you get excited about. Thank you. You get excited about, they're saying. All right, and let's just see what else comes on this line of igniting. Your passion center is really your second chakra, but you're going to need to pull in here your heart connection all the way up through that crown to get the insights, thank you, that you need. Got the Emperor showing up in the reverse position. So not being able to action things or having your mind just be way too overrun. That's why they're telling you to break the cycle where you feel dispassionate or like not inspired. You've got to be able to get out of your head. So think short term. What do you need to do now that's going to make you feel good? Don't think too far into the future trying to strategize and figure out, what do I need to do? What are all the pieces to this? It's just not going to help you right now. Grounding yourself and then having some lightness. I mean, the lightness is coming up here twice for you. Lightening up with the angel aura quartz, and also the flip-flops are asking you to rest, relax, and have some fun, or yeah, it's like reconnect. Yeah, vacation energy, they just said. Vacation energy. Oof, and we got this Four of Emotions showing up here. Both of these cards showed up in another reading. So if you were called to another card, go ahead and listen to that as well. There may be messages in there for you. So the Four of Emotions is like kind of feeling disillusioned, if you will, or just, they're saying bored for you. You might be bored in what you've been doing lately. You know, you might not feel like you have passion for anything. In order to reignite your passion and get out of that cycle of kind of humdrum, what am I doing? I don't really love it. I'm bored. Yeah, I show up, but it's like not satisfying me. To get out of that, you've got to get into this. It's like clearing your energy and lightening it up is going to help you ignite something that gets you out of this kind of energy, right? It doesn't have to do with your mind. It's going to be a heart-centered kind of vibe. So as I said, they're really asking you to just kick back, relax, have some fun, give yourself the breaks, ask about your own path, ask about what it is that you need to do and where it is you need to show up. Thank you. Let's get some more information as we move into the middle of this spread. Five of Feathers showing up here for you. There you go. Strategy and resilience is what she places on this card. The Five of Feathers is about making moves in your mind or strategically understanding what you're doing. This is connected to this. And what they're saying is what they were telling you about the path hopping piece is important for you to understand. Okay, it's like you can move forward on your path. We already know you're strong enough to be doing that and you can get the insights. However, yes, you get the bigger understanding of walking separate paths beside each other so that you have a strategy and you can notice and become more aware when you're actually, moving onto someone else's path, and noticing, oh my gosh, I'm doing this again. I'm enabling, or I'm doing this for them again, or I'm making this decision for them again. You've got the King of Acorns here showing up in the reverse position. This is about high-level inspiration and passion. Okay, so maybe you have been disillusioned there. The King of Acorns is like disillusionment, not knowing where to move, or where to place your like energy and intention, where to thank you, place your fire, they just said. And that's all right, group number 2. We all get in that space sometimes where we just don't feel the spark and we're not feeling passionate about things. And the way to break that, as I said, is to get some rest so that you can move into this kind of King of Acorns energy again and feel like, oof, that is a spark of genius. That is amazing. That's exactly what I need to be doing. Oh, this brings me such, thank you, joy and happiness. And I can't wait. Keep going. Thank you. I can't wait to start actioning this and getting out of this kind of a vibe. Both? Okay, both of these. Let's see. 4 of Crystals. This is about having a very balanced financial space, feeling stable and secure on the planet, and of course, feeling like you have control over things. And so again, that's showing up here with the control card. It's also looks like it's connected to this. So I think your mind's just been trying to control, like be too strategic, when really the strategy is to focus on where you actually have control and then take the advice of your spirit team to give yourself the breaks, find your inner peace, have some fun, lighten up a bit, brush your shoulder off. Don't take things so seriously. That's the strategy, because you know, the control is really hindering you here, and it's hindering your passion as we're having this pop up in this column here. And the second card, 2 of Feathers, Decision and Direction. This is, again, another mind-related card over here. You've got a lot going on in your mind there, group 2. Again, making decisions for you is going to be important, and recognizing when you are path hopping. And kind of, yeah, they're like, just let it go. Number 13, this is the Death card. She calls it the Transformation card. This is actually a wonderful card to have. It tells you that you're going to be birthing a new cycle or transforming from here, that you're in some kind of a transition, and you've got that right in this middle spot, the crux of it, the core of it. So you must be going through some kind of transition or transformation, and they want you to be able to feel more like yourself or feel more free on the back end. They want you to feel like you're free to, explore your passions, ignite your passion, right? Fine. To step into that fire. And it's just been bogging you down, trying to have so much control over things that, you know, thank you. You have no business controlling, they just said. So group 2, you definitely are on the threshold. Yeah, trust that whatever cycle or whatever needs to come to a close now is actually for your highest good, and you're going to move into a place of inspiration as a result. It's like closing out the need to micromanage or control everything is going to be very important to help you. Look at that. The 2 of Hearts, 2 of Shells. This is, again, a relationship card. Coupling up. So you may be meeting someone on the back of sparking your passion here that feels the same as you do, or loves your idea, or thinks that whatever it is that you've come up with and whatever you're talking about and inspired to do is wonderful. You may have a partner in that. It may also spark the passion in your relationship if you're in a loving relationship where you've been trying to control too much. Letting go of that control and focusing on your own path and feeling passionate again is going to bring the harmony or the passion back into that relationship. So if that is you, just know that releasing this may be scary, right? You might have fear pop up, releasing that need to control, but it's going to bring something wonderful, some passion into your relationship. Bring the passion back, right? It's going to bring that, again, second chakra, sexuality, sensuality, inspiration. You might be inspired to connect with each other in a different way. You've got to focus on you first. The Page of Acorns here. showing up in the reverse position. Let them discover their path as you discover yours. That's nice. Thank you, Spirit. Let them discover their path as you discover yours. You can see that on this card, she puts the keywords as discovery and enthusiasm. It's like if you've, again, been feeling unenthusiastic, kind of bogged down, trying to make decisions for somebody else, or they keep giving me this feeling of like thinking ahead. I got to think ahead. I got to see what's coming up on their path. And then I leave my path, and then I got to come back on my path and see what I need to do on my path. And then it's overwhelming. And that's why I'm feeling this very heavy kind of burdensome energy with your reading group too, because they want you to ignite that passion again. So you feel a spark and enthusiasm for your own path. And that actually may allow the other person or people to feel inspired and excited and enthusiastic about their path and their future. It's actually going to provide you here with this. Yes. This is success energy, being able to reach a certain goal, feel really connected and grounded and like you made it. You did it. I did it. I could do it. Yes, I know where I'm going and I know how to get there, and I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to flow. I'm going to allow the divine flow to carry me. You will attain whatever it is that you're looking to attain. Yeah, thank you. They just asked me to take a look at this transformation card again. So if you have big goals and you've been like setting them aside for someone else, or you've been just overwhelmed because you're carrying that heavy, yes, that heavy. On the back end of the transformation and the rebirth, you are going to be able to feel more stable and like you know how to get to where you're going and can achieve it. It may take some time, they're saying here, but you will get to that goal. You will actually, the way they're using the words is interesting. They're saying you'll be able to hold it in your hand. So that's like physical fruition. So things will come to fruition for you. You've just got to let go there a bit and have some fun. Thank you. And last but not least, oh yeah, the relationship that you're in, especially if it's a loving relationship of any kind, that can be a romantic relationship, a friendship, a parent-child, it's going to, especially if you're in a romantic relationship, if that is you, you're going to have a massive reconnection, chivalry energy where maybe, gifts are being given, date nights, what have you. So the passion here, reignited in that type of a relationship. You've got to reignite that passion within yourself first, and that's how you're going to get this coming together and then a spark in that relationship as well. It's wonderful that they're kind of crossing each other, because of course we all have many, many cycles that we're looking to shift. So for you, group 2, it's really all about getting into your second chakra. And the way they want you to do that is by giving yourselves the breaks you need and lightening up a bit and having some fun. Allow yourself to have some fun and open up that channel to creative possibilities and to be inspired, thinking about your path, focusing on your path, relaxing, taking a break. Now let's see which prayer or blessing you chose here. A blessing of acceptance. Ah, thank you. Every part of you is equally worthy of love. Accept yourself as you are, and this will be a blessing unto yourself and others. If you wish to see the truth of the matter, hold no preference, either for or against a particular outcome. Just be the love that you truly are. What a wonderful wrap up from Spirit. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. They're giving you the key here to shifting those cycles. The key is moving into acceptance as quickly as possible for you, group 2. They're wanting me to read hold no preference, again, either for or against a particular outcome. And that's the path hopping piece. You want to focus on your path and you will feel so much lighter as a result. You'll find that peace within when you let go a little and let the divine carry. Let your, yes, whoever it is that they're talking about, that you're path hopping, let their spirit team guide them. Of course, you can give them, they're saying, like, you can give them little nuggets, but doing it for them is what you're trying to avoid, to provide yourself a bit of peace and the lightness. And moving into acceptance about the fact that you're doing that in the first place is going to be so important. Moving into acceptance about what you might be carrying that you need to kind of relax about or let go or release control over is going to be very important for you, group 2, to break the cycle. Okay? Lots of amazing reconnection is going to be happening for you, and attainment. Yes, you're going to be able to reach the goal even if you don't know what that is yet, because you got to spark this to understand what it is you're being given to bring to fruition, to bring into the world. If you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with others who might find it helpful. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when I post the next pick a card reading. It's kind of a break energy for you, number 2. Feel free. This is a free pass here from Spirit. It doesn't mean you don't show up for your life, but it's time to have a little bit of fun. Release some of that control, find that inner peace, give yourself the break you need so that you can be inspired again. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you are listening to this, you chose the third pile all the way to the right. And I'm just gonna set your blessing aside, and we will come back to that at the end of your reading and see what's being offered up for you there. But we'll start by checking out what you've got underneath these crystal cards and which one you chose. It's going to give us some insight into the negative cycles that may be happening in your life, and then we'll get some information on how to shift them. First up, Shungite, detox your life. Woo! That feels like a massive call from your spirit team. They just said, you know where this is showing up and where the detox needs to happen. So you may already have some insight as that card is being pulled for you, okay, as you chose that one. I'm gonna get a little insight here from the charm right away. This is higher perspective energy or needing to take a trip of some sort. You've got the plain charm showing up for you. Just listening there. They're talking about relieving yourself of actual physical items right now, which is interesting. Like, send those things on a trip out the door. So if you've been kind of gathering things or your space feels really cluttered, then it's going to be important for you to take a look around and decide what it is that stays and what needs to take a trip or needs to go. They're also talking about how they want you to look within yourself for the bigger picture of what it is that you want in your life or what your future self may look like. And again, with the physicality, what is existing in their space or in their life. And then that will give you the key to whatever it is you need to remove from your life now. They want you to start picturing yourself as that future aspiration self or what you aspire to be. And then look around and go, what do I need to change here? Where do I need to detox? Where can I get rid of something that is currently blocking me in my life or that isn't providing me with the alignment that I want for my future self? So again, higher perspective coming up there. Oof, look at this. 2 black, very grounded type of readings for you here. Group number 3, protect your energy, black tourmaline. A protection practice is necessary. They're saying that you're like gathering stuff from like external stuff. So group number 3, if you've been kind of pulling things in from the external to help fill something within you, they're wanting you to detox. That's why they want you to detox the physical space. And then understand that you have the ability here to protect your energy, that you don't have to take everything in. This also can be that something in your environment is, infiltrating your energy and it's not serving you. It's bringing you down, or it's creating like negativity in your life. And this may be affecting your mindset, or they just said your life as a whole. Let's see what the charms have to say about this. Ooh, yeah. The fan here is showing up for you. The fan charm. See if I can get that to stay. There we go. Wow. Time to blow that away, clearly. The fan just popping right out of my hand. There we go. Try that. So the fan charm is showing up to help you clear and protect. You got to get rid of some stuff here, group 3. It's like clearing your energy, clearing your space, clearing your mind, clearing your body, clearing your spirit, and then taking on energetic protection on a regular basis and keeping your energy very clear. If it needs to go, it needs to go. Wow. Okay. If it needs to go, it needs to go. We've got a real clearing vibe here. Let's get some more information about these cycles that you may be in and the direction they're giving you here. So right off the bat, a protection practice is going to be needed. So find your favorite. Thank you. The Page of Materials. Oh, put that here. They don't want me to speak on it, they said. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Getting lost there in the past, wanting something to be something other than it is. Another? Okay, I want another here. Another card. So we've got the Page of Materials, 6 of Emotions showing up in the reverse position. They're giving us some clues about what is available and why it's time to detox. It's cluttering, they said. It's cluttering what is the excitement of what's to come or what is available to you. It's cluttering it up. Okay, thank you. They just said something about wanting to bring something in and not having the space to do it because of the, oof, look at that. Okay, thank you. Now that's why they didn't want me to talk about it right then. The Muse of Materials. So this, I'm going to put it this way just for space. But the Muse of Materials is the highest expression of that suit right in this deck. And so it's a king energy. She calls it the Muse, but you've got this Page of Materials here that's showing up for you first. And they didn't want me to speak on it because it's going to move here, but you're cluttering up your energy, especially if you're thinking about the past or keeping old things is really what it is. Keeping old things, keeping old emotions, because of course this is Hearts, the emotions card. So you might be like cluttering up your emotional body. It's going to be so important to detox your energy and just detox your life altogether. Detox your life altogether. They don't want you to feel overwhelmed by them saying that, they just said, because this card is an inspirational kind of card here. And I'm just wondering, it's like this is the hump you need to get over and then you can move into this energy, which is why they were saying like they're trying to bring something in, but the energy is cluttered. You've got a cluttered kind of energy going on. They need you to just remove some things that aren't working, especially if they're connected to what was, or if they're connected to the past, and especially if it's not serving you anymore. They need you to get rid of it and create a void and create some space so that you can step into this energy and really be able to manifest whatever it is that you're looking to manifest, to move into a high level of attainment and success, possibly money, or home, like a stable energy that is at the highest expression in your physical space. This feels really physical, root chakra oriented, and that your work is to be done here on the physical plane, and then you protect your energy and kind of work here, focus here. Let's see what's coming up with the black tourmaline then. You do have the ability here. If you make the space, you're going to ascend. Sorry if you can hear those loud kind of cars driving by. I live on a bit of a busy road. All right. Black tourmaline, please. The black tourmaline. Yeah, they're like, you're stopping you. So there's something that you can actually action and remove to be able to clear that. Whatever is connected to that past, it needs to go, especially if it's hanging around on the physical plane. Knight of Emotions. Love that. The Knight of Emotions is like a chivalry energy. It's a, I'm listening to what they have to say about this. It's like passion and seeing movement. Yeah, in possibly your love life. Let's just say that. Possibly your love life. Positive movement in your relationships. And being able to actually feel that inner love. I keep feeling like they want to bring something in for you, group 3, and they just really don't have the space to do it. And this is going to be necessary. Just walking around wide open, like your energy, especially your emotional body, walking around wide open doesn't actually provide you with the ability to receive this kind of energy, which is like love, passion, gifts. And you may actually have somebody come into your life. They may actually bring in someone that resides in this kind of energy and wants to shower you with gifts, or is very connected to you passionately and really just finds you very attractive. But you don't do that by keeping your energy wide open. And I know that sounds kind of contradictory, but when they're giving guidance like this, they're saying that like the wide open piece, actually what it does is it clutters your energy further. So you have to learn a protection practice in order to be able to decide better for yourself whether or not you want to accept this in, or as I said, what they're saying is to be able to allow them to even line it up. Thank you. Rest. That's all they said. Rest and relax. The Four of Voices or Four of Swords is about nesting and resting, needing to take a break and give yourself some self-care, some love. It's like you give this to yourself and you allow yourself to be protected, and you're blowing away anything that is going to disturb this kind of energy. It's like a connected resting. See, look at her. She's like, they're telling me to notice this person here. Interesting. Dark black. Yeah. It's kind of leave your mind out of it. Protect yourself from this and let yourself be connected and cared for. So rest and protection is required for you to break this kind of a cycle of just having things wide open. And you may see, like I said, on the back end of that, someone coming in, meeting somebody new who just finds you very attractive. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship per se, but it very well maybe if you're looking for love, or if you're looking for like sort of a reigniting of the passion in your current relationship. That may happen if you start caring for yourself and protecting your energy instead of being wide open. Thank you. And being affected. So this is physical space, and then being affected in your emotional body by just taking things in. Also, group 3, if you are empathic, highly empathic, okay, and you understand that about yourself, this is very important. The cycle that you've got going on that isn't working for you is the wide open energy and just taking everybody's emotions in and feeling everything everybody feels. And then, yes, thank you. And then they said, and then wondering why you're either attracting people who are like very needy, or are very emotionally unavailable. Okay. Oof, that was kind of specific. Okay. So you may be attracting people into your life because you're not protecting your own emotions. And so you get like attached, and in order to avoid that, you need to have a protection practice. When you protect your energy, it doesn't mean that you're not open to empathizing with other people, loving somebody else and accepting and receiving love, or being compassionate for someone else, being, like joining together with or receiving energy. It's not a block. A divine protection is a transparent energy that allows you to have a better chance at deciding intuitively and consciously what it is that you want to welcome into your energy, and blowing away whatever you don't. So a higher perspective is needed for you to take a look around. Is like, see yourself from above. Check out your environment from above. Look back on your relationships or whatever it is that you've been carrying from a higher perspective in order to be able to rid yourself of what no longer belongs with this kind of energy, okay? You're going to be able to bring things into fruition on the physical plane. You just need to make some space to do that and be ready to not be bogged down, because your energy is just open and accepting anything and everything. Right. Rest. Take good care of yourself. Renew. The renewal will come with the resting period, allowing yourself that period of rest. All right. You've got the shadow here. This is the devil card in the tarot. She calls it the shadow, and it's showing up reversed. So oftentimes, you know, the devil's not a bad card. It just speaks to our fears and our negative conditioning, let's say, or our tendencies to be in negative cycles. And they want you to know here that you can break it. They just said that. You can break these cycles. This actually is totally available for you. Don't hesitate doing that or getting lost in this. It's almost like if you make that unavailable for you, then you're good. Like, make it unavailable for you to continue to hold on and keep things. I don't need it. Okay, I'm done. I want to move on. I am looking for the future. I'm looking toward the future, looking toward the future to get to this energy. I need to reflect here and take an honest look at what it is that is staying in my environment that I've actually accepted or allowed as available for me. They're saying, make it unavailable, and you'll be able to let yourself, the way they're saying it is rid yourself of it. Make that unavailable. No, I'm no longer accepting that. Thank you. Nope. No, thank you. I'm all set. Thank you. Make it unavailable and it will empower you. It will empower you. Like you don't have to stay in the cycle, but you have to be able to let go of something to make space in order to get yourself out of that cycle. Page of Feathers in the reverse position. So you may just kind of be like I said, disillusioned or like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, and lost and stuck in your head about, you know, how do I shift this? Right. They're saying like sometimes you don't even know if it's yours or not. And that can happen sometimes if you're like taking on other people's energy and not stopping to ask yourself, does this even belong to me? Because I don't know why I feel this way, or I'm blocked here, or why I haven't gotten the insight that I need, or why I feel kind of like disconnected, or I'm worrying too much. What am I worrying about? Why am I worried about this? I feel like there's nothing that in my life that makes me feel like I would be worrying about this. Well, you may be worrying because someone else is worrying and you've taken that on. Thank you. Protecting your energy and blowing that other stuff away is going to allow you this, is what they said. 3 of Acorns, 3 of Wands here, which is, yes, gathering. They're using that word, gathering with people who may honor your inspiring points, or may honor what it is that you do and want to like be a part of it, right? So yes, it's like when you start to realize what is yours, these kind of magical, sparky, like your ideas and what you find interesting and what you see for the future. It's like people are going to want to be a part of that, because now it's like you're coming with just your energy. You have that protection going on so people can see your light and they're not getting the cluttered bits of everybody else's. We've got 2 cards here. So let's see. The Page of Crystals. Couple of pages here. Again, clearing out, making it unavailable is going to get you to this, is what they're saying. You have both a reiteration here. If you want to have those spark of ideas and then knowing what to do and being able to get to the muse of material. So these are the same. This is the same exact card here, and you have it showing up. Yes. It's like, I just want to make sure I set that there. You've got to follow those ideas and then notice where you're getting bogged and what is sticking, and get rid of that so that you can move to this energy. Make it unavailable, they said again. Make it unavailable. We've got the Love card, or the Lovers here in the reverse position. Again, you might have felt all up in your head, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what choice to make. Or yeah, not being able to feel like you can like really hone in and feel confident about trusting yourself and your insights and this kind of thing, your ideas, or feeling like you can actually achieve whatever it is that's coming to your mind, that you can move to this muse energy. But it's just because you've got, it's cluttered. When you make the space, the choices are going to come a lot easier. Like it's going to be more clear. Sometimes this can be a pair energy, but they're not talking about it that way for you. Well, thank you. If you have to make a choice in a relationship, like if that's you, they need you to get out of your head with it, all right? And allow yourself to decide. They're showing me somebody making a list of like what's good and what isn't good. Like pros and cons list, the classic pros and cons list, so that you can see very clearly what you want to keep and what's not working for you. If it's in a relationship, you can do that as well to help you get more connected to your own self, to make the choice that's right for you, and then relieve yourself of what isn't working or what isn't right for you. To let that go and let that leave. Yeah, like you don't have to keep doing that over and over again. Again, they just keep saying, make that unavailable. Thank you. The Knight of Feathers in the reversed. Again, this is about your mind and being able to have your own insights to know where you're meant to go or what you're meant to do. And again, you're probably going to have some help here coming in, or people that honor you and like love your ideas and love your insights and what you're sharing. But you've got to get out of your head with it. Trusting yourself more. You'll find your focus if you can protect your energy and rest and let it come to you, as opposed to going, right. It's like you don't need to go out and seek it or try to think about it. Let it come to you. When we create, thank you, what they're really asking you to do, group 3, is create a void and then create yourself a nice bubble of divine protection so that, look at that, new insights there, okay? Clear nuggets coming in to start something new that you can build upon. When we create a void, it allows open space. We don't have to try anymore. We can start trusting our spirit team and the universe to bring us in to that void. So to fill that void with something better, with new creative ideas. So you don't have to try to action anything if you're not clear. You're going to get the clarity on the back of creating that void for yourself as you're protecting yourself and resting. Thank you. They keep adding that. So definitely rest is needed for you, group 3. Balance and adaptability on the back of this choice, this Lover's card here. 2 of Crystals. So it's like asking you and it telling you, telling you that balance is achievable for you. But you've got to learn to trust yourself. And it's almost like trusting that you have good ideas. That you have good ideas. You don't need to you might be inspired by someone else or the way that they're doing things, or inspired by someone's energy or their vibe. But you yourself have your own amazing divine light and you have great ideas. They want you to be able to kind of get into that, to bring it into form. You have a very physical kind of reading. And so the part of it that is connected to your energy or your spiritual self and your connection is allowing, protecting, and then allowing, so that you can distinguish the difference. So you can start following your intuition, and that's going to be able to provide you with the focus that you need, the balance that you need, and the new ideas that you need that are going to really build your future there. And last but not least, let's see what we've got here. The 9 of Crystals, security and abundance in the reversed position. Do not be afraid, they just said. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of being able to achieve this. It must come on the back of rest for sure. I think that it's like sitting in it a bit to be able to remember what is actually available to you, which way to go, and understand that you're capable of achieving this. It's like you're your own inspiration, your own ideas, your own desires. They're going to lead you to a place where you feel fulfilled, balanced, like you're building something for yourself. It's like you don't need, in fact, the last thing you want to do is keep allowing things into your energy that are from other people. It's starting at the core of who you are and really focusing and getting to know yourself so that you can go, wow, that is a really great idea. And maybe you share it with people. They're like, yes, we love it. I mean, it's going to allow you to manifest on the physical plane for sure. So group 3, you've got to create some space in your life, but you have it available to you, especially on the back of some reflection and higher perspective. You're going to be able to step into this energy, especially combining all of the elements, clearing out your physical space, recognizing the kind of ideas and insights and inspirations that you have, not giving into those negative type of cycles, and understand that you can trust yourself to make these choices. And that when you protect your energy and let go of that stuff, or don't make it unavailable for people to just kind of flood you, is you can choose that intentionally and allow yourself the rest you need and the reconnection you need. Security will be available for you. You will attain what it is that you're looking to attain. I mean, you're going to be able to do it. That's already kind of been decided. It's not that you can't do it. It's that you need to create some void and start listening to yourself so that you can know where to focus your energy, or where you're supposed to take action, or what kind of choice you're going to make, or to just receive those insights that are the spark to things. And yes, that spark the new beginning energy and allow you to move forward from there. Yes, see, you've got ideas. You've got great ideas, group 3. It's time to learn how to trust those. But they're not going to be made clear to you if you don't make some space and start protecting yourself. And I love this. They're just pointing to this card again. Don't forget, Jody, don't forget. Right. Bringing in people who really are attracted to you, which I love that. Is like you just being you and making really good decisions as far as your energy awareness is concerned, and not keeping stuff, especially if it's connected to the past you, but instead start welcoming in things that are what you was connected to, the vibration of what you aspire to be. It's wonderful. It's going to attract some really cool things into your life and help you manifest on the physical plane. All right, let's see what your blessing is. Oh, of course, not surprising with that Muse of materials there. A blessing of good fortune for you, group 3. Rich and rewarding experiences bring you increased spiritual awareness at this time. Good fortune flows to you as your third eye opens. You are inspired, feeling totally at peace. Life is a beautiful tapestry woven in the threads of love. I mean, I don't really know how they could have better summed up your reading today, group 3, but it's just combining all of the different elements. And yes, what is really available to you when you start shifting the cycle of holding on to things and not having any space to allow insights in, and taking on all this stuff that isn't even yours to take on, instead stepping into yourself and protecting your own energy. If you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you know someone else that would find it helpful, then feel free to share it with them. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you'll get notified when I post the next pick a card reading. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group 3.